up and welcome to the Beneath the Dirt podcast. I'm your host, Robone. Thank you for tuning in. Episode 123. Microphone checker 123 in the motherfucker. What is everybody up to? Hope everybody's staying safe and good. And thank you for tuning in, whether you're on YouTube or your favorite podcasting app, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, whatever it may be. Just thank you for tuning in. Much fucking love. A little bit of a slow news week, a little bit, but the gift bags, they're in the mail. What the fuck? The gift bags are in the fucking mail. I seen people with them. Shit. We're gonna get to that in a few minutes. Before we get into that, actually, before we even get into some promo and music and news, to everybody that's donated to the show, thank you. This right here, I'm holding in my hand, is not actually a stick of dynamite. No, it's not. It's called dynamite. It's the SC Electronics DM1 preamp for my microphone. To everybody that's donated recently, this is what you got me. Thank you to help me make my new microphone that I recently got in the last couple months sound even crispier and clearer than ever before. And I hope people notice it. If not, it's all good, because I definitely notice it. So that's what y'all bought me with the donations. Much love for everybody that's donating, that has ever donated. Super appreciated. Super dope. Still boggles my mind anytime a donation comes in and I'm able to put it away, put it aside to buy a piece of equipment to make this show better. You know, we're knocking it down one piece at a time, and it's all thanks to y'all. I really appreciate it. This shit is super dope, and I just want to keep everybody updated where the donations are going. I ain't just taking them and fucking buying hookers and 8-balls and shit like that. So, yeah, much love on the donations again. Thank you. But let's get into the news this week and shit that's gone down. First up, what I want to talk about, Mike Sears, Speaky Cloud Podcast, had me on his show Friday night. We did a live stream. I don't go live often. If I do go live, it's usually on some other people's shit. And I was live on the Speaky Cloud Podcast. He had me and Luke the Goon on there. We were kicking it. Excuse me. Yet again, we've been kicking it a lot. Luke the Goon had me on for his year-end wrap-up show. I had them on a couple months back. And, yeah, you can look forward to seeing me, Mike, and Luke doing more shit in the future, for sure. And it was a dope stream. Talked about a whole bunch of shit. Zululu, of course. What they got going down. If Twisted's making the music that we actually want to hear at the moment. The Yum Yum's Lure shit. A lot of stuff we talked about. It was a really dope conversation. That's up on the Speaky Cloud podcast. So go peep that shit. And definitely be on the lookout for more shit from me, Luke, and Mike coming to your fucking eyeballs, to your eardrums very soon. Yes, bitch. All right. Anyway, let's get into some news and new music. First up, we got a brand new album from Slaine. Slaine, as y'all know, one of my favorite artists in the underground. He dropped The Things We Can't Forgive this past Friday, and this album is dope. Slaine is the shit. I don't like it as much as One Day, which was the album he put out late 2019. That just happens to be my favorite Slaine album. I love that album. I go back to it, bump it. But this new album, The Things We Can't Forgive, is dope. Slaine is one of these dudes in the underground who stays consistent, putting out good music. And the shit's only 10 tracks, 38 minutes. Features from Ill Bill, Right Hook, Claire Wall, Snack the Ripper, almost entirely produced by the Archetype, who did a lot of One Day, and Static Selecta did one track on here, and I can't think of off the top of my head which one is it. I don't have the CD with me. It's in my car. I've been bumping it in the whip all weekend, and this album's fire. If you're a fan of La Coca Nostra, Slaine, Ill Bill, Vinny Paz, that type of shit, peep this. This is a lot of, again, more introspective shit from Slaine. Slaine's been sober for a while now. Shout out to him for that. And there's a lot of emotional shit on this album. A lot of different sounds on here, too. You got Chasing Ghosts with Right Hook. Right Hook just kills every hook on this album. Super dope. Right Hook, been dope. All his features from La Coca, Slaine, Bill. I can't remember if he's been on any Paz shit or anything like that, but anytime I've heard Right Hook, dude kills it with the features. Super dope. And, expect nothing less on here on this album. But the song Chasing Ghosts with Right Hook, it's like some acoustic shit. Slaine's still tearing it up, ripping, rapping. And you got Right Hook on the hook. Shit is super dope. I like how he's playing with different sounds. Like, if you've been following Slaine for a while now, I've been following Slaine for 15 years probably at this point. It's been a minute. Like, when did the first La Coca Nostra album come out? A Brand You Could Trust. I started following him a little bit before that. With The White Man is the Devil Volume 2. I've been following Slaine since The White Man is the Devil Volume 2, which is a fucking dope ass mixtape, which is not on streaming. I think that came out like 05, maybe 06, something like that. So yeah, about 15 years. Dude, super dope. I actually, speaking of La Coca Nostra, I saw Slaine respond to a fan on Facebook saying that they're working on new La Coca Nostra right now. So that's dope. I love La Coca Nostra. Every album they put out 3. A Brand You Could Trust, Master of the Dark Arts, To Thine Own Self Be True. All fire. Super dope. The first one had Everlast in the group. He left after the first album, but Bill, Slaine hold it down. DJ Lethal still lends his production to the group. And yeah, their shit is super dope. Y'all know Bill's one of my favorite in the underground, as is Slaine. And this album, The Things We Can't Forgive, is super dope. Just some real life shit, Shout out to Slaine for fucking holding it down. And I believe if you order a physical copy, which you got to get it through Newberry Comics, it comes autographed. At least the one I got came autographed. It came with 2 booklets. CD was sealed, came with an extra booklet. Shit was autographed. Shit was dope. So peep this album. I wanted to talk about this one right out the gate because I've been bumping it all weekend. Like I said, if you peeped out his previous album, One Day, not as good as, in my opinion, but still a solid album nonetheless from Slaine. I'm not from Boston, but I am from Mass. So he is kind of like a hometown hero to me. Super dope. Peep that shit. Slaine, La Coca Nostra. I'm hyped for new La Coca Nostra. Whenever that drops, super hyped for that, no doubt. And then up next, we got Mr. Hyde and Sherry Rain. They dropped their first collaborative album. This is, I don't know how many albums Mr. Hyde done put out at this point, but it's been a few. At least a handful. But this one's with his wife, I believe. And it's called Bonnie and Hyde. 10 tracks, 29 minutes. Short listen. I got about halfway through it. I got up to either Poison Fate or Funky Fresh Face Melt. And the shit is dope. Sherry Rain does a lot of the piano instrumentation on this album and does some singing on here as well. And then Mr. Hyde just comes in with that brutal death rap shit. Just super dope. I'm feeling it. I only got about halfway through it, like I said, but the first half that I heard is super dope. Mr. Hyde's the shit. Been fucking with Hyde since shit, early 2000s. Before Bonner the Naked Dead even came out. Ever since those old features on the Necro albums, you know, I Need Drugs and all that shit. All those old freestyles and shit that they used to do. But it's super dope. And the one track I want to peep on here is the Street Veteran Saga. That's track 8. I didn't get that far yet. But all the Street Veteran songs this dude's ever recorded, just fire, just bangers. So I can't wait to get to that track. I'm definitely going to dive into this one more because I like what I hear so far of the first half of the album. And if you like that death rap, wicked shit, whatever you want to call it, this is sounding like this might be up your alley, you know. I specialize in the wicked shit over here at Beneath the Dirt, underground music. Mr. Hyde, Sherry Rain, kill it on there. I hope I'm saying her name right too. It's not intentional if I'm not saying her name right. I apologize if I am, but peep that shit. Mr. Hyde, Sherry Rain, Bonnie and Hyde. Shit is sounding pretty dope off the rip. And let's get into some, let's get into some M&E shit, shall we? Friday night, For the Fam Fridays. We had Oh the Horror do their stream, the Halloween 365 special. For the Fam Fridays, like I said, every Friday, M&E doing these streams. And this past Friday was Oh the Horror. I didn't check it out. At this point, it's pretty much too late. I'm not going to be able to check it out. Maybe some of it will pop up on YouTube, but that did go down. This Friday, though, I didn't get a graphic for it, and I wish I did, is the ABK Hatchet Warrior full album performance with Blaze and Twisted. That shit's going to be dope. Hatchet Warrior, one of the best Psychopathic albums to ever come out. ABK killed it with that debut. Super dope. I always say I fuck with ABK. AB's super dope. Hope we get new music from him. Starting out the year strong with that, the fuck's it called? The East Side Ninjas single. That shit was hard as fuck. That dropped New Year's Day. Now we're getting the performance in February. I hope we get more ABK in 2021. I think up next is the Always Bringing Knowledge album. And, you know, I'm definitely going to peep it. I always peep ABK when he drops. I'm definitely going to watch the Hatchet Warrior performance stream For the Fam Fridays this Friday. It's going the fuck down. Hype for that. Super dope. Let's keep it Magic Ninja related. Buckshot, Underground Avengers, who put out an album through Magic Ninja Entertainment and just dropped Double Dragon with Kung Fu Vampire last Friday. Not this past Friday, but the Friday before. And, yo, I got to tell you right now, I'm still bumping the fuck out of that album. It's only been a week, so yeah, if I like it, yeah, I should still be bumping it. But some shit you bump for a week and you're good. But this Double Dragon album, man, is fucking fire. It's just, I hope I get to see them perform some shit off that one day. You know, see them perform together. That'd be dope. Maybe once the world opens back up and people could go back on tour, they could tour some of these songs. But the shit is fire. And, 2 days after Buckshot dropped the Double Dragon project, he took to Twitter, said, "From the shadows, 3 are coming." And then he answered a fan who said, "Oh shit, new UGA, I'm hype." Or it sounds like UGA, whatever. He said, "It's not as obvious as you think it is." So I fucking took it, posted the graphic that you see if you're watching on YouTube right now, and said, "Yo, Buckshot got a new project coming, but he said it ain't UGA." And then he fucking replied to that and said, "I never said it wasn't UGA. I just said it's something you weren't expecting." Well, all right, it could possibly be UGA, but from the shadows, three are coming. I assumed right off the bat that it's going to be UGA. Class, Boondocks, Buckshot coming back. Their last album, Dark Matter, I believe it was. I believe that dropped, what, 2019? I think. Maybe early 2020. I don't remember off the top of my head. But this dude just dropped the fucking ill collab project with Kung Fu Vampire. And not even 2 days after the release, teasing some more new shit coming. Dude been dropping merch like fucking crazy. Whole bunch of hoodies, Dickie work shirts. Crazy. Buckshot staying crazy busy. So I had people speculate, what do you think this is? I think I saw one person say Buckshot, Lex, and Boondocks, something like that. I wonder if this dude's putting together a new group. It'd be interesting. Like, these group projects that he been doing, the ones with Boondocks, now the one with Kung Fu, it makes me want to go back and peep the UGA shit. I never really gave the UGA shit a chance, to keep it 100. Just because I wasn't the biggest Boondocks fan. I'm still not, but, wasn't the biggest Buckshot fan. But hearing these collab projects like Buckshot's dope. It ain't fucking no complex, super lyrical raps or anything like that. But what he does fucking effectively. He went on an album with Kung Fu Vampire, who Kung Fu Vampire, in my opinion, is one of the more slept on rappers in the underground, wicked shit scene, juggalo scene, whatever. Dude raps his ass off. Been rapping his ass off too. Since fucking 08, 09, since I first saw him when he was touring with like a 10-piece band. That shit was crazy. But that dude raps his ass off. Buckshot teamed up with him. And still held his own, just his delivery, the way he works the hooks, and the production value of the songs, everything. Super dope. So I'm curious to see if we're getting some new UGA, or if this is going to be a completely new group, Buckshot and two other people that we have no idea who yet. I hope to see, I'm pretty sure we will, because he seems like that Demi Demery is always on these projects, formerly known as Ipkiss Pinecone. That dude's voice is fucking so ill. That song, the last song on Double Dragon, the title track, that hook is so dope. I was bumping the album today, and when the album ended, I brought that last track back. I was like, let's bring it back. Play that shit again, son. Because that shit is fire. So I'm curious to see what Buckshot got coming. But if you ain't peeped that Buckshot Kung Fu Vampire Double Dragon, go peep that shit. That shit is, we're only a month and a half into 2021. But it's a strong fucking album coming out of 2021, starting off 2021, if you will. And like I said last week, definitely a top of the year album contender for 2021 early, because this shit it's hard as fuck. Super dope. Keeping it M&E. I'm recording this podcast Sunday night, Valentine's Day, February 14th at 7:12 p.m. Now 7:13. In about 47 minutes, a la Zululu is going to debut a brand new song with the super famous Fun Time guys called Heart Shaped Bed. So by the time you hear this, Monday, or whatever fucking day you tune into the show, this single will be up on the YouTube. No word if it'll be up on digital streaming or not, but it will be up on a la Zululu's YouTube channel. New Zul, new famous fun time guys. Valentine's song. I'm definitely gonna peep it when it drops. These Zul dudes staying busy as fuck. I know it. I talked about it on Mike Sears' show, but I'm gonna talk about it here as well. Zul did a live stream last week, and they was talking about what they got coming up. They got Necronomicon 2, which we talked about last week, dropping 420. A little more than 2 months away for that album to drop. Full-length project. Right, coming right off the heels of the Mausoleum. They're giving us another album. And they also said the single with Ritz, RITTZ, is going to be dropping within the next month or next month. That single's been teased for a while because Ritz kind of let the cat out of the bag on that one a long time ago. He posted up on his IG story, like, on fire with the features right now, and he tagged a bunch of people that he did features for, and Zul was one of them, so he let that cat out of the bag. I don't think he was supposed to, but we talked about that a long-ass time ago. So I'm going to assume that the Ritz track will be on Necronomicon 2, but if not, the single is coming according to Zul in their live stream. They also talked about the Bonehead 2.1 Forever Face variant dropping at the beginning of March. So there's still a lot of people on the hunt for them coveted Forever Faces. And if you're looking for one, be on the lookout early March. And it seems like these dudes be posting them shits up late at night too. You're in the underground dwelling like Zul. They're up late in the Church of Zul, so of course they're going to be dropping that shit late at night. So you got to keep your peepers peeled for that. The Bonehead variant, you've seen it in the promotional commercials that Zul has been doing for their For the Fam Fridays performance, which goes down a little more than about a week and a half from now, right? Because we got one more after ABK, and that's Zul. Yeah, on the 26th, Zul's performance. So that Forever Face variant is super dope. I always stick with the OG Forever Face variants. Like I got the OG 2.0 and I got the OG 2.1. And, I know a lot of motherfuckers be collecting masks. Crazy. Someone in the Forever Face Alley got like 56 or something like that. Shit's crazy. And while some of the variants are dope, I'm not a big fan of all the variants, but that new Bonehead variant that's coming out early March is fire. Super dope. But my whole point of even bringing that up was to say, whatever mask that they bring forth in the future, I'm just going to go with that OG, stick with the OG, then have Pep Customs bloody it up. I had him bloody up my 2.0. I got to hit him up because he's doing customizations for the 2.1s now. And when they first dropped, he said he wasn't going to be doing them for a while, but I see that he's opened that up. So I got to hit him up, send my shit in to get bloodied up, the new 2.1 Forever Face. And Zul, man, looks like they're going to have a strong 2021. Keeping busy, dropping new music. And with the For the Fam Fridays performance at the end of the month, I'm hyped for that one. The next two I'm super hyped for. ABK, Zul, count me the fuck in all day. So shout out to the Zul guys for staying super fucking busy. Without a doubt. And then wrapping it up, Magic Ninja related, although no longer Magic Ninja. I'm going to keep it with the Magic Ninja news segment. This is former MNE artist GMO Skee. He took to Facebook. I haven't even posted this up on my socials yet, but he took to Facebook, said, "Filth, my new music is about to be bananas and I'm extremely pumped. I need to feel the fan energy. Let me know where in the world you're from. Will you help me get Will you help me spread the filth there? A lot of fans ready for that filth. What is it? The Filth Element is the next album from GMO Skee. Dude had a very quiet 2020. It was confirmed in 20 that he was no longer Magic Ninja. He's doing his own thing. Not surprising to see him split from the label. Just because, I don't know, it just didn't seem to work out with the fans. You know, a lot of people blame the Violent J diss on why it didn't work out, why the fans, you know, they turned their back on him. That diss was fire. I'm not even a big GMO fan either. But Duke could definitely rap his ass off. The diss was fresh. I didn't give a fuck. I'm all for a rap battle. That's another thing we talked about Friday night on Speaky Cloud. I'm all for rap battles. Say some motherfucking names. Talk shit. Love it. Shit's dope, but I get it. It's not always the best move. And he was punching up and he ended up getting punched down by the fans, unfortunately. So, but new GMO Skee on the way. The Filth Element dropping at some point. Who the fuck knows? I don't even know if he's recorded anything for it, but he's hyping it up. Getting ready to drop some shit. So maybe 2021 we get new GMO. Just gonna have to fucking wait and see. And let's fucking talk about it. The gift bags, bruh. The motherfucking gift bags have shipped? What? What? Oh, I'm going to delay it just a little bit more. Let's talk about the streams. Are you subscribed to the fucking ICP, whatever? I don't even know what it's called this year or this February, but the February streams. Are you subscribed? I'm not. Because of the whole fucking delay and whatnot. But Monday, it was the Descent into the Abyss of Evil, Chapter 2, The Descent Goes Deeper. This is one that they did in October, where they talked about mass murderers, Jump Steady, Violent J, Shaggy 2 Dope. And that was one of my favorite podcasts, or just streams in general, that they did in October. Shit was super dope. I think I heard Shaggy 2 Dope wasn't in the house for this one. So I think that's the first time Shaggy didn't show up to something. You know, Jay be fucking late or just straight up not showing up to a bunch of these streams. He did it in December. I heard he was late to one of the ones in February already. And then we had, what else? Juggalo Night Court Wednesday night. That's another one they did in December that they brought back for this month. I feel like Juggalo Night Court is a thing that's like better in person. Like if they, like, I'm pretty sure they do it at the Gathering. That's where it originated from. And I feel like that would be something better in person than on a stream. Wasn't really a fan of the first one, but they did that Wednesday night. And then Saturday night, they brought back the Late Night Funhouse Talk Show with ICP. I've seen no news on any of these streams. Is anybody watching these streams? I mean, I'm sure there is. I see Murder Mayhem Mitch on Twitter talking about it. I guess Violent J's been leaking new song titles off the Yum Yum Bedlam album, or maybe Yum Yum's Lure. I can't remember off the top of my head which one. But who's watching these streams? You know, I'm not seeing any news anywhere about them. You know, it doesn't seem like anything newsworthy, news breaking, worth talking about is coming from these streams. I don't know if you are watching it. Is it worth the $66.50 for February so far? We're halfway through February. Is it worth it? The December ones were not worth it, in my opinion. The October ones were definitely worth it. Without a doubt, the historical tours, all the Oddcast podcasts that they did. Excuse me. Whole bunch of other stuff that they did in October. I can't even remember off the top of my head. The acoustic performance was fire. The late night talk show when they brought out Tom Dubb was super fresh. Like, the October streams were fire, lit, whatever you want to call it. Super dope. But I'm not really hearing anything about these February ones. So no news really to to report from these February streams. It seems like. If I'm wrong, fucking let me know. But I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I ain't seen shit. Other than Mitch saying song titles are being leaked from Violent J. And I could even look it up right now, what the song titles are. Y'all know I don't give a fuck about song titles, track lists, or anything like that. I just want to hear the music. That's what I'm all about. But I remember back when Fearless Fred Fury was coming out, like The Satellite was a song that they had named. I think maybe Game Over. But looking at the Murder Mayhem show at Murder Mayhem guy on Twitter. Shout out to Mitch. When's that motherfucker ever going to come back and podcast? He said when the next Joker's card comes out. So I guess whenever the fuck Yum Yum Bedlam comes out. Let's see here. He says Violent J keeps dropping albums or song titles from Yum Yum Bedlam, No Regrets, and Candyman. All right, No Regrets and Candyman are 2 track titles that Violent J has talked about at some point during the February streams, I'm assuming. So, No Regrets, Candyman. I don't know. I'm not going to make any judgments on track titles. They're just track titles, Nothing special. I want to hear the fucking music. And hopefully we get Yum Yum Bedlam sometime in the near future. Because March 5th is, let's see, one, two, three, a month and a half, a week away. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The fuck am I talking about? It's the 14th. Let's see, 1, 2, like 2.5 weeks away. No pre-orders, nothing. And they haven't even addressed that they're going to push this shit back, man. Like, usually with a Joker's card or any album from anybody that's really trying to push their shit, pre-orders would be up at least a month in advance. At least a month in advance. So we're 2.5 weeks out from Yum Yum Bedlam. And we ain't got no news on if it's actually dropping March 5th, which I think we can all presume that it's not, or assume that it's not. Do you think it's dropping March 5th? I say not a chance. But we are getting, holy shit, look at that fresh ass graphic right there. Yum Yum's Lure dropping Juggalo Day, February 17th, this Wednesday. 2 fucking days away. Yum Yum's Lure is finally coming out. On Juggalo Day, the EP, the prelude to Yum Yum Bedlam, the 5th Joker's card of the second deck. I'm curious to see what kind of, what's this going to sound like? This is what I've been waiting for, the music. All digital outlets Wednesday. And they have shipped out the CDs. Let me bring up that graphic real quick. I got an email from Drew over at Psychopathic Records. I don't know who Drew is, but he says Yum Yum's Lure gift bags. Confusion right off the rip. Fucking just classic Psychopathic shit. He says, "What up, ninjas?" Or she. I guess Drew could be a girl, Drew Barrymore. Or a guy, Drew Brees, But Drew says, let's just say they. What up, ninjas? We just wanted to let you know that we are starting to ship the gift bags out tomorrow, Thursday, February 11th. We're so sorry for the delay, but they'll be there soon. Yum Yum's Lure should arrive just in time for the for the official release of this upcoming Wednesday on Juggalo Day. It's fresh as fuck, and we can't wait for you to hear it. Thanks for your patience and continue to support and run with the hatchet. Whoop whoop. Or whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Yeah, I ain't doing that shit. But, so this caused confusion right off the bat because he says, or they said, Yum Yum's lure gift bags. And people are like, yo, are we going to get the October gift bags? The Funhouse Party Peep Show gift bags? What's up with the Yum Yum lure gift bags? I'm pretty sure he meant the October gift bags, the Funhouse Party Peep Show, because I've seen pictures online. People with the coin. The fucking Supreme Juggalo coin. I can't wait to get it and just feel better and just look down on the rest of everybody, all the other Juggalos who didn't get one. And just, fuck, man. Not as cool as me with my coin. But anyway, you get the coin. You get the Historical Tours DVD. And then you get the EP, the Funhouse Party Peep Show EP with the Blob and the other songs that the Juggalos helped ICP produce during the October streams, plus 3 bonus songs, Violent J said. The songs have not popped up on YouTube as of recording this. But according to Drew, the Yum Yum's Lure CD sounds like it should have been part of the gift bag. But I ain't seen nobody post a picture of the Yum Yum Lure CD. So, what the fuck? We're getting the October bags. I got the shipment, the pre-shipment notification in my USPS informed delivery updated. I think it's in Detroit right now. So it finally updated. My shit's in Detroit. So it is on my way to me. It's scheduled for delivery on Thursday, so I won't get my shit till after Yum Yum's Lure drops on Wednesday. But it doesn't even seem like we're getting the Yum Yum Lure CD anyway. We're just getting the Funhouse Party Peep Show CD, the Historical Tours DVD, unless the Yum Yum's Lure CD is packaged with the CD that, the Funhouse Party Peep Show CD. But from the pictures that I've seen, that's not the case. So we're just going to have to wait and see. I'm glad they finally shipped the gift bags out. Fucking finally. Thank you. Almost 4 months later, for shipping out took way too fucking long. Way too goddamn long. But finally they're shipping the shit out. It seems like Yum Yum's Lure is not with it. So we have to fucking wait for the Yum Yum Lure CD. Those are probably in production right now. They probably just submitted the album for digital distribution last week when they fucking posted this graphic. But the EP is dropping on Wednesday. I'm hyped for it. I will listen to this EP. And I'm definitely going to listen to the House Party Peep Show EP as well. But this right here is more important than that because this is the foreshadowing, if you will, of Yum Yum Bedlam, the Yum Yum Flower. That's supposed to drop in 2.5 weeks, which will probably get delayed till summertime, if I had to guess. It probably like July. But I'm hyped for it. Super hyped that they finally got the gift bags out. I'm sure I'll cover it next week. Talk about the music. Probably show off what was in the gift bags on the show. Once I get it. As long as UPS doesn't fuck me over, USPS, post service, because they be fucking up a lot lately. Holding my shit for like days on end in a random ass town that's 45 minutes from my house. But I'm hyped that they finally shipped the gift bags. And we're just going to have to see if the music is good. A lot of people posting in response to this, like, finally, good music is coming out. Finally. How do you know it's good music? You haven't even heard this shit. How do you know it's good? I hope it's good. Mr. Nothing Man and Ding Ding Doll were not it for me. So I'm kind of going into this Yum Yum's Lure EP with low expectations. And to be fucking quite honest, I have been going into ICP projects with low expectations for a while now. Just because you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what you're going to get. After the Marvelous Missing Link, it was like, oh, what the fuck? And then they came back hard with Fearless Fred Fury. That shit's a banger. Dope. So I want to see if they can follow that shit up with some more ill music. You know? I'm not gonna go into it with like bad expectations, like, oh, this shit's gonna suck. I'm just gonna go into it with no expectations. Because if it's good, it's good, and if it's not, it's not. But I hope it's good. I really do. Because I really want to be bumping some ICP in the whip, some new ill shit. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But Yum Yum's Lure, finally Wednesday. I'm fucking hyped for it. Can't wait to fucking listen to it. Finally, I've been saying I want the fucking music, and I'm getting the music. From all forms, from the Party House Peep Show CD, now to the fucking Yum Yum's Lure. I'm hyped for it. Hyped for it. But with no expectations. Can that be a thing? Can I be hyped for some shit, but have like no expectations for it? Now that I'm thinking about it, like, can I be excited for some shit that I have no expectations for? Does that make sense? Or do I just contradict the fuck out of myself? I do it quite a bit. But that's all part of being human, I guess. Contradicting yourself, changing your opinion, changing your mind. You know? I said, fuck the live stream performances. Them shits is whack. And then Twisted came out swinging, or M&E came out swinging with that Attack of the Ninja stream. And I was like, yo, that shit was fire. I take all that shit back. So, I don't know. Can I be hyped for some shit I have no expectations for? I think I can, because that's how I feel. Anyway, you can't tell me how the fuck I feel. Let's keep it psychopathic news related. Ouija Mac. He dropped a new single, Like Ya, this Friday, off his new mixtape with Baby E. Baby E, I found out, is a Lil Wayne protege, signed to Young Money at one point. I don't know if he's still signed to Young Money or not. But Baby E, Lil Wayne prodigy, doing a fucking collab mixtape with Ouija Mac. Their mixtape, We Never Forget, dropping soon. They dropped Like Ya this past Friday. The single's okay. It's just okay. Keep it honest. You know, it's heavy auto-tune, mumble rap style, which I don't care. I don't mind. I like that style. But it's just okay to me. I'm curious to hear how the full project is going to play out. I fucks with Ouija heavy. Wasteland was fire. Pretty much everything he done has been fire. But yeah, the new album, We Never Forget, dropping at the end of the month. And then if you go look on iTunes or whatever digital platform, Ouija's projects used to say Rotten Cake under the record label name, but now the shit says Chapter 17 Records. Now, I posted up there, I was like, look, looks like Ouija Mac's new label possibly. And people were saying that he's been talking about it on streams, that this is, in fact, his new record label, Chapter 17 Records. You know, keeping it 17. 17, and remember that shit a few years back? But Chapter 17 Records, new Ouija label, possibly. People are saying yes, that they've heard him say it in live streams. I haven't. just because I haven't really checked any of his live streams out. But I'm looking forward to the project, man. Like I said, I fucks with Ouija. The single's just okay. Go peep it. It just reminds me of like some Young Thug shit. You know what I mean? You know, Young Thug be dropping new shit too. I want to cover Young Thug on this podcast. And I have in the past, I think a little bit here and there. Because I fuck with Young Thug heavy. Young Thug is like the mumble rap goat to me. He's like the best to do the shit. Better than anybody, in my opinion. I fucking love Young Thug. So it kind of reminds me of that in a way. So go peep the new Ouija, Baby E. Their new project drops in a couple weeks. And let's get into some strange music news. It's been kind of slow with strange music news coming into 2021. But we got Godemis. A couple weeks back, it was on an Ask Roan segment asking me about Godemis ripping off underground artists for collab features and, taking their money and not giving them verses. If you go up on YouTube to, I think it's Joe K or something like that, like the Joe K podcast, something like that. Chuck Reeves was on there, and this dude did a whole breakdown of Godemis ripping off underground rapper Sleep Lyrical, who I've covered on this podcast before, and who's super dope. If you have never heard of Sleep Lyrical, peep him out. Dude is ill. But he gave Godemis gave Sleep the runaround on a paid feature. And there's a whole video with screenshots and everything. I have a screenshot right here because it was rumored that Godemis was fired off Strange Music. A fan on Instagram commented on something. I was sent a screenshot from Legends Will Never Die. Shout out to the homie. But it said, some YouTubers going around saying Godemis got fired. That's BS, right? And Tech9 replied, nah, it's true, sadly. Godemis is fired from Strange Music. Dude didn't even get to drop his album, right? Did that shit even... I don't think Distro ever came out. And Godemis been on some shit on social media. Like, dude is... conspiracy theories and all that shit. Like, a whole bunch of wild shit up on social media. But this dude straight ripping off underground artists. Go peep that shit on YouTube, Joe K. And it's fucked up. And then you see it now. You see Godemis now, like, posting videos of him recording, supposedly recording features for underground artists, trying to make it look like that he ain't been ripping people off. But he was just called out on it. And now he's trying to fucking save face by doing these videos and saying that he's actually recording the features. Whether he is or not, I don't know. I haven't got any more proof or anything saying that he's still continuing ripping off artists. But apparently he got fired over this shit. Went down about a month ago probably at this point, because that was probably, 2-3 podcasts back where I was asked that question, and I didn't even have any idea. I had no fucking idea. And then I had found out that Chuck Reeves did the show with this dude, and they broke it all down. Fucking crazy, man. Don't let these dudes, just because they're signed to bigger labels in the underground, fucking rip you off, man. And don't pay with Cash App, Venmo, any of that shit. Pay with PayPal, goods and services. Fuck that friends and family shit, because if you pay with friends and family, you can't file a complaint and get your money back. If motherfuckers want you to send PayPal friends and family, red flag right off the bat. That's a red flag. Like, you could possibly get ripped off. I'm not saying it's a guarantee that you get ripped off, but it's a good possibility that you get ripped off. So if you're an underground rapper, you listen to this podcast and you're paying for collabs, and there's nothing wrong with paying for collabs. don't fucking let anybody say any different. Ain't nothing wrong with paying for collabs. Like, you really got to establish yourself to get them free collabs from bigger named artists. You know what I mean? But never send PayPal friends and family, Cash App, anywhere you can't fucking file a refund. So don't do that. PayPal, goods and services only. And this is a public service announcement from your homie Rome Bone of Beneath the Dirt. Don't let these motherfuckers rip you off, man. And that's super whack on Godemis for doing that shit. Super whack. What the fuck? You know, it's old news at this point, but like I had said, I didn't even know about it. Then I got sent screenshots of Tech9 confirming that he was fired from Strange Music. You know, his Cess crew done. You know, there was, you know, Chuck and Joe K. They were speculating on their shit that they did over on YouTube. So go peep that shit. And fuck Godemis for ripping off dudes. Like, straight up. I don't give a shit how talented you are. You do shit like that. It's super whack. Very fucking... Just... You should be fired from Strange Music for doing some shit like that. Straight up. Well, let's wrap it up with a couple more new music bits and news pieces before we bounce the fuck up out of here and do the Ask Roan segment. Intrinzik, underground hustling CEO, dropped another new single off his upcoming album. This single, Broadcast the Apocalypse, is up on all digitals now. And again, much like his first single that he dropped, because I think this is the third one that he's dropped so far. Yeah, he's dropped Amphetamine Suicide, Lied To, and Broadcast the Apocalypse. Man, Intrinzik's on fire right now. The production super heavy, aggressive. I think this is what, like Intrinzik said, this is, to him, his debut album. This really sounds like everything that he's ever done, and he's just incorporating it into this new album that he's got coming. And it just sounds really fucking good. Like, this is a really refined version of Intrinzik. Just like every best part that you could get from Intrinzik is in these songs that he's put out. Super dope. Shout out to him. And I'm ready for the album for when it drops, because these sound super dope, super hard. I still didn't listen to the single that he dropped last week, so I can't even comment on that single, but Amphetamine Suicide and Broadcast the Apocalypse. And Broadcast the Apocalypse is on some, like, he's got the fucking tinfoil hat on and shit. You know, he's got his tin hat. He's talking a lot of conspiracy theories and all this, you know. It's a dope-ass track. Peep it. Intrinzik is fucking dope, in my opinion. If you like metal, rap metal, that kind of sound, heavy guitars, peep this shit. Super dope. And then we got part 3, Quintessential Q Strange, dropped this past Friday, presented by Scumbag Superstar. This is the Bloody Valentine, Act 3 of all these EPs that Q Strange, or that Scumbag Superstar D-Rock, is releasing from the vault from Q Strange. We got 3 tracks on here, one of which is an outro, or a skit, if you will, and the other 2 songs, Love and Possessive. Love is on some, like, acoustic Jelly Roll type shit. I wasn't really feeling that song. Possessive is a much better song, in my opinion. I don't think I've ever heard that one before. But that shit is super dope. Just talking about being a possessive boyfriend and shit. Just fire, wicked shit from Q Strange. I really like that track right there. But Act 3 of Quintessential Q Strange is up on all digitals now. Go peep that shit. And then we got new Jim Jones. Jim Jones, man. I slept on this dude for mad long. Last 2 years, El Capo and then El Capo Deluxe. Just some of my favorite shit of the last few years. He's got a new album with Harry Fraud coming soon. Harry Fraud doing all the production. And he dropped the new single, Laps Around the Sun. This shit is dope. No drums, nothing like that. Just Jim rapping his ass off for a couple minutes. Harry Fraud on the production. Shit is super dope. I had to talk about it. Jim Jones is a little more mainstream than underground at this point, but or always has been, but I'm a big fan. I fuck with it. I'm curious to hear what he's going to be doing with Harry Fraud. The El Capo projects that he did were entirely produced by Heatmakers, and Heatmakers brought the fucking heat with those projects without a doubt. But wanted to give a heads up on that. And one last little bit of news. Boy, bounce the fuck up out of here. Westside Gunn posted up in the studio with Travis Scott. It wouldn't be a Beneath the Dirt podcast with a little bit of Griselda news. Conway dropped If It Could Be Killed. If It Bleeds, It Could Be Killed last week. And that shit is dope. But Westside Gunn and Travis Scott. And I just posted up on social medias before I get the fuck up on here. Like, do you need this collab or do you want to keep that shit away? I'm seeing some keep it. I saw one person say, keep it. I've seen a few say need it. I say need it. And I'm not even the biggest Westside fan, but Westside and Travis Scott, I bet come up with some ill shit. I fucks with Travis Scott, Another one, he's not underground at all. He's mainstream as fuck, Travis Scott. But I fucks with Travis Scott. Dude is super dope, super talented. And I want to hear what Westside and Travis Scott could do in the studio, on a track together. I have no idea what kind of sound could be coming from a Westside Gunn and Travis Scott collab. That shit'd be fucking crazy. But that's pretty much it for new music and news this week. Shout out to everybody still tuned in. 57 minutes in right now. Let's get into the Ask Roan segment right here. I'll put up the graphic for a second. The Ask Roan segment where I hop up on social medias every week and ask you to submit topics, questions, whatever you want me to discuss, and you will get a shout out on the show. So let's give some shout outs on the show. We got on Twitter, Kilimanjaro says, can you summarize what was going on with Griselda? Was there beef or just Twitter speculation? That's good. I talked about it a couple weeks back. It seemed like Conway was no longer Griselda, but Conway went up on the Joe Budden podcast. If you pay attention to the Joe Budden podcast, they straight up asked him about it. And he's like, look, I just be trolling motherfuckers. It's always going to be Griselda. He's still Griselda. He likes to troll people. And people like to speculate just because Westside, Benny, and Conway aren't always seen together anymore, that shit's falling apart and whatnot. But Conway's definitely still Griselda, according to him on the Joe Budden podcast. So that's dope to see, because I always said Griselda, when I think of Griselda, I think of Westside and Conway right out the gate. I think of them two. When I think of Griselda, that's who I think of. It just wouldn't be Griselda without Conway. They could still continue without him, but I feel like it just wouldn't be the same without Conway, So yeah, no beef. It was just Twitter speculation. I should have did an update on it earlier, but is what it is, I suppose. And we got Joker's Gallery on Twitter. Shout out to Joker's Gallery. The homie. He's been putting out videos too. Go peep out. He did a video for Zululu's. Can't remember off the top of my head. He did a video for them. Oh, it was Zooligan off the Church of Zool. And then he did a video for ICP's Freedom off Fearless Red Fury. It's up on the Fago Lovers YouTube. Go peep that shit. And shout out to the homie. He says, top 5 Juggalo DVD VHS releases. Kind of thought about it a little bit before the show. So top 5 Juggalo DVD VHS releases. Yeah, I was thinking, does Cottonmouth Kings drop? Do they qualify as Juggalo shit? I mean, they've repped Juggalo in their music, so I'm gonna include it. But Cottonmouth Kings wise, I'd probably put either the documentary or the 10 Years Deep documentaries, DVDs, VHSs, whatever. 10 Years Deep was DVD. Documentary was originally VHS, later came out on DVD. But definitely, if I had to pick one from them, probably documentary. That documentary was fire. And then like strictly Juggalo related DVD, VHS, you got to have the shockumentary. ICP shockumentary without a doubt. Like when I was first getting into ICP, the shockumentary was like a must see and must have when that shit came out. So, I actually have the DVD. I used to have the VHS for it back in the day. Definitely the shockumentary. The Born Twisted DVD, VHS tape, that's a must have as well. Gotta have that. Try to think of some other shit. VHS. Big Money Hustlers. Without a doubt. Big Money Hustlers. Gotta have that. Super classic movie from ICP. Funny as shit. I actually don't own that. And I don't know how hard it is to find, but I gotta get that. And Big Money Hustlers on DVD. I gotta get that too. And then the other one, without a doubt, Stranglemania. 1 and 2. Both of them. I had both VHS tapes back in the day. I got the DVDs now. I pop them shits in every once in a while when I watch some crazy hardcore wrestling shit. But yeah, the Stranglemania. I gotta go the documentary from Cottonmouth Kings, shockumentary from ICP, Born Twisted from Twisted, Big Money Hustlers, and Stranglemania. Super dope. And we got Experimental Audio on Twitter. Did you get the goddamn gift bag yet? Ha ha. No, I didn't get it. I already talked about it earlier in the show. Didn't get it yet, but it is on the way to me. And we'll be talking about that more next week. And then last up on Twitter, Tyler Colford at VT Hip Hop. Did you see the new Intrinzik music video, McNasty, blowing donuts on the handicap car, LOL? I haven't seen the video. I know Intrinzik did drop a video for Broadcast the Apocalypse, the single that I just talked about. But I haven't seen the music video. To be honest, not really big into music videos. Like, I'll peep them and shit, and I'll bump them or whatever, but not huge. It's more about the music than it is with the visuals for me. But I'll probably peep it at some point. Let's go to IG. And we got Night of the 44 on IG. Do you think ICP has redeemed themselves lately? Multiple fresh merch drops, Yum Yum Lure release date, and I think the gift bags have been sent. Saw a copy of the CD and DVD on eBay. Seems like they are well aware of their fuck-ups and trying to make things right. They are on their way to redeeming themselves. We have to get the gift bags, which it looks like they've been sent out. And we have to get the Yum Yum Lure CD, which it looks like is not with the gift bag. From the pictures I've seen anyway, I could be wrong. But if Yum Yum's Lure is with these gift bags that they've sent out, then yes and no, they've redeemed themselves. Because one, it shouldn't have took this fucking long. If the music is good and fire, I will say that they fully redeemed themselves. Right? And as long as the February gift doesn't fucking take forever to get out to people as well. I don't think they've announced that yet. I haven't seen any news on that. So I'll say they're on their way to redeeming themselves. Like, they're definitely on their way. I'm thankful that the gift bags are on their way. The Yum Yum Lure CD, presumably on the way. The release of Yum Yum Lure this Wednesday on the way. So yeah, they're on their way to redeeming themselves. Let's see. We got Frank G719 on IG. What's good, Roan? If there's a movie made about ICP, what actors would you cast to play Jay and Shaggy? And what would you want the movie to be about? Any particular errors, events, beefs, or all of the above? Much love from Colorado. Shout out to Frank G719 in Colorado. Would I cast to play Jay and Shaggy? Shit. I'd probably cast like Danny DeVito for Violent J. And for Shaggy, I would cast... Who would I cast for Shaggy? I don't know. Maybe like Vince Vaughn or some shit. That's a name that comes to mind. I don't know. Am I coming out of pocket saying Danny DeVito should play Violent J? I'm only saying that because I'm pretty sure... Was it... No, never mind. That was a whole different fucking actor movie. I don't know who I would cast to play Violent J and Shaggy in a movie. I'm out of pocket for even saying that. But what would I want it to be about? Just about their career. Like NWA did with Straight Outta Compton. Shit like that. Just a movie about their lives and career, if you will. So yeah, that's what I would say. Much love for the question. And we got Adam_Zul_Elu on IG. He says, I've heard you say in the past that you used to have all the Necro CDs, but now you say you can't stand him. Do you no longer like the music? Can you elaborate on the hate? It's not hate. It is Valentine's Day and all. I don't love the guy, but he has so many classic albums. Necro used to make dope music. I Need Drugs, Gory Days, and the Prefix for Death in particular. And there was some good shit after that, but just personally, I just can't stand them. So I said, fuck it. And I really wanted the No Limit CDs at the time. And I said, fuck it. I'm selling all my Necro CDs because I really want these No Limit CDs because them No Limit CDs ain't cheap. And Necro CDs, like OG pressings of Necro CDs, aren't cheap either. So I sold all my Necro shit so I could get the No Limit shit. And it's not hate. You know, I just don't care for the guy at this point. And let's wrap it up on Facebook. See if anybody submitted anything on Facebook this week. And then we're bounced the fuck up out of here. Richard Smooth. Shout out to Richard Smooth on Facebook. Top 3 slept on horrorcore music videos. Less than 50,000 views. Like I just said, I'm not big on music videos. And I'm not really going to look up music videos that have less than 50,000 views, but slept on horrorcore music videos, and I don't know if it's still up there, but one of the most slept on music videos is probably Low Key, The Devil Tree. I don't know if that's up on YouTube anymore, but it's an unmasked Low Key. The music video is fucking dope. You know what? Top 3 slept on horrorcore music videos, anything Low Key. How about that? I don't know how many views dude has on his music videos, like I just said. But anything Low Key is slept on, in my opinion. Go peep Low Key's music and the music videos. Dude is super dope. He did a la Zululu's Axis Family and Forever Face videos. So go peep them shits. And then we got Frank Garcia. Is this the same Frank G that was on IG? I have no idea, but... Oh, it is. Because it's the same fucking question. But the ICP movies. So yeah, shout out to Frank G. Getting at me on IG and Twitter. Shout out to everybody that submitted questions, topics for this week's show. Like I said, you submit them, you get shouted out. So if you want a shout out on the show without sending in a donation, send in to that Ask Grown segment. And shout out to everybody that's tuned in an hour and 9 minutes in right now. The gift bags are on the fucking way. Peep that new Slaine album. Shit is fire. Yum Yum's Lure drops on Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in. Much love. It's super appreciated. I love all the interactions with y'all on the videos on YouTube and whatnot. But I'm the fuck up out of here. I'm Rowan Bone of the Beneath the Dirt podcast. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.